So our learning target, our goal, what we want to achieve is I can observe and describe weather conditions using weather tools. And boy, have we had some weather conditions these past couple of days, right? All right, scientists. We already know a lot about weather, including sky conditions and types of precipitation. We know that weather scientists are called meteorologists and they predict the weather. I spent most of the evening yesterday watching the meteorologist, that's the scientist that studies weather, to understand the sky conditions outside and the types of precipitation that were coming down yesterday. Meteorologists use special tools to help them predict the weather and keep track of weather data. Today, I want to use what we already know and what we've been studying about our weather instruments and tools to observe, right? That's when we notice and we wonder with our eyes, observe and describe weather conditions. You the important tools that meteorologists use to predict and track the weather. Now, this was from our learning previously, but we're using what we already know to think about weather conditions and our observations using these tools. The first tool we thought about was a thermometer. It measures the temperature. A thermometer is a device that measures temperature or a temperature gradient. Here are some examples in these pictures of different types of thermometers. A temperature sensor changes the temperature and means that it converts it into some type of number that we can read. Now, previously, we were looking at thermometers like this and reading the temperature, and that will be what we will use for our observation today. We also learned about the wind or weather vane, and that shows the direction the wind blows. That takes us back to our map skills and our cardinal directions from the beginning of the year. North, south, east, and west. So on the weather vane, we will be able to determine the direction the wind is blowing. That's another observation that we can use as we're collecting and observing weather data and sky conditions. And the rain gauge. Remember, rhymes with cage. That measures the amount of rainfall. And we are so fortunate at Jackson to have a rain gauge, a wind vane, and other weather tools that are outside of our building. So yesterday, as promised, we're going to take a look and observe some of that data because boy, do we have a lot to talk about. All right, remember that we're observing and describing weather conditions using our weather tools. So we're going to use the knowledge we have to help some friends determine the correct weather instrument that they are going to use. All right, here we go. Notice a few things on the screen even before we get started. We are going to use what? Our whiteboards for a response, just like we did earlier. So you have your whiteboard and your marker already out. That is the form of response that we are going to use when we're ready to determine which weather tool this person should use. Now, as I read the scenario, it's kind of like when we think about our math word problems, right? We're going to visualize what this is. We're also going to use our reading strategies. So if we find some key details and keywords in this scenario, we're going to use that for our thinking. All right, here we go. Paul's mother wants to go on vacation this summer, Leilani. Family has decided that they want to go to a place with moderate temperature so that they are comfortable when they are outside. That makes sense, right, Rushi? She wants to pick the temperature of 2 nearby cities. Which tool could she use to measure the temperature? Now, since we're using our whiteboard as our response tool, that means that we are writing our response on our whiteboard and showing it in the camera. Now, we have a word bank with some of our weather tools. You're going to choose what you think is the best weather tool to describe the weather and the temperature. All right, we've got to help out Paul's mother. So I've put a little time on the clock where you can do your own thinking. And then when we get to 0, we're going to show our response on our whiteboard in the camera, just like this. Ayana, you ready? All right, Lena, stay with me. All right, Wellborn is ready. Here we go. I'm thinking about that response, choosing one of these tools from my word bank. I'm going to be ready to show that on my whiteboard. Go ahead and go. Ready. Oh my goodness, are you ready? Okay, Rushi's looking like he's ready. Leilani's looking like she's ready. Wait a minute, Leilani, I've got to count to 3. We're all going to do it at the same time. We've all done our thinking. We have read the scenario about Paul's mother. We need to figure out which weather tool she's going to use to check the temperature before they go on vacation. Nyla, you ready? 1, 2. Whiteboard. Let's see. Oh, let me see a few more responses. Come on. I know it's a Friday. Get it in that board. We still have some friends having trouble on their audio. I see your message. Thank you for letting me know. Nice job. That's right. If we want to help Paul's mother, we're gonna have to let her know she needs to use a thermometer. Yeah. She can use that thermometer in order to tell the temperature of the cities that they want to visit on vacation. Right, nice job. Now that you know exactly the way that it goes, let's look at our next weather scenario. All right, this time our response is going to be waterfall chat. Yeah, so as soon as we know the weather tool that this person should use, we will type it in chat, but we're not going to press enter until the end of the music. And we say 1, 2, 3. Emelina, are you having some problems right now? Can you not hear me? Thumbs up if you can hear me, Emelina. Okay. All right. I think you were just getting ready to hear this next weather scenario. I know. Maria just purchased a new set of wind chimes for her window, right, Grant? She knows that her bedroom window is on the back of her home. She wants to determine wind direction so that she places them in the correct spot. Which tool should she use to measure wind direction? All right, we're going back to our word bank. We're thinking about what we just heard. We're making a picture of that in our heads. She wants to determine wind direction so that she places them in the correct spot. Which tool should she use to measure wind direction? All right, Zoe, you ready? We're doing waterfall chat as our response. So that means as the music is playing, you're typing your response the best that you can in chat. And then at the end, we'll press enter and we'll see all of the great science thinking. I think that Zoe is excited about waterfall chat. I think she loves that response. All right, here we go. Thinking and typing, but don't press enter yet. Oh no, Zoom has gotten us again. Really, first speaker friend. All right, do you have an answer that you typed in chat? We're not supposed to press enter yet. We want to see all of the waterfalls come down. 1, 2, 3. Press enter. Go. Ah, Grace and Zoe. Yes, friends. Leilani, Chris, Ayana. Nice job, Nehemiah. Wellborn. Shout out to you guys. Lori Marshall, you're exactly right. Yeah, 3 more people. Grant, nice job. We need to let Maria know that she needs to use a wind vane. If we notice some of these key words in our scenario in our reading, right? These are details that help us kind of think deeply, Lena, about which tool she should be using. We're thinking about the direction of the wind. We know that's the wind vane. All right, here's one more. You guys are doing so great. All types of gremlins this morning. All right, this time it's your choice. You are in charge of your response and your learning, Emelina. So you're going to choose, am I going to use my whiteboard or am I going to type in chat and wait for the waterfall? Yeah, your choice. Now, did Miss Bianchi say that a choice was just to stare at her while we're all engaged? You can do it. Here we go. Last scenario before we do some work on our own. Kim is planning to build a garden. She wants to measure the backyard's precipitation amount over time to see how large her garden can be. Which tool should she use to measure precipitation over time? Okay, that's our job, to pick that weather tool. We've had a description of some of the conditions, and now we need to let Cami know what weather tool she should use. All right, scientists, meteorologists, here we go. Your choice. All right. On the count of 3, you're making your choice. You're either showing your whiteboard in the screen or you're typing in chat so we can see the waterfall. 1, 2. Yes, Alicia, nice job. Yes, well, Burn, way to go. Let me check my waterfall chat and give some shout outs. Yes, Carrington, nice job. Yes, Corey Marshall. David, stay with me. Yes, Grace, nice job. Yes, Chris. Yes, you guys made a great choice. Yeah, if you chose to write on your whiteboard or if you chose to type it in chat and we could see the waterfall, you did an awesome, amazing job. Now, oh man, we're gonna really have to get Zoom and Miss Bianchi's computer fixed during specials, I'm telling you. Now, let's think about this. Your job as we wrap up today is to study these pictures. These are real pictures that Miss Bianchi took of the weather tools that are outside of our school building. Yeah. Here is a picture that shows you that at Jackson Elementary, on the outside of the building, we have sort of a garden growing with these beautiful flowers. Then we have some weather tools. Oh, you already know what they are. Notice the weather tools in the photographs. Now, take a look, David, at this. On Thursday at 3 o'clock, it's what our rain gauge looked like. And then this morning, after all of the precipitation, look, here is what our rain gauge looked like. Yeah. Do you see the difference? Thumbs up if you see the big difference. So you're going to study these pictures and write an informational text describing your observation of the weather conditions. You're going to use all you know about sky conditions, forms of precipitation, and weather tools. Then you're going to post your writing to eClass. All right, so wrap up today with your science thinking about these photographs. These are real photographs of what happened with our weather conditions. So Thursday at 3 o'clock, you're going to notice what our rain gauge looked like. And then this morning, Friday at 8 o'clock, you're going to notice. Now you're going to write a response, your informational text describing the observations that you see in these photographs. All right, are you ready? Okay, get out some paper and go ahead and get started. Make sure you name some of the weather tools you're seeing, right? And what you're observing just through these photographs, that these are real photographs of what happened yesterday and today with our weather conditions.